Alright, the sun's going down. We're losing the light. You don't have a lot of time here. Just thank the people. No digressions. No rambling. No staring off into the space. Okay, just get the video done and get out of here. Alright? Right. Okay. I'll try. There is no try. Only do. Go! Howdy folks, Timber Drifter here. So I've gotten a couple of packages recently from a couple of kind fellows. And I've not been making videos or being too much involved in the YTPC for a little while here. That's the YouTube pipe community. But I've recently been getting back into it a bit, watching some videos, making some comments. I've been preoccupied with other matters. So, preoccupied might not be a strong enough word. Anyway, so back around Thanksgiving, I got a surprise box. I'd been out deer hunting and I just come in. There's a little box waiting for me that had a name that I recognized on it. And Old Pops, sent me a big can of the last of the American-made half and half. And I've been into it. Much appreciated, Old Pops. Very much appreciated. That's the first time I've actually broken one of those big cans open. And of course there won't be any more. They're smaller now. But I've smoked a lot of half and half over the years out of various containers from different eras all the way back to, I think one of them was 1924 was what I dated it as, somewhere in there. I've never actually opened one of these 12-ounce cans. And I found, much like velvet, there's a lot less topping and the tobacco is drier in the big can rather than the pouch. Which is nice. So it was a surprise to me that Pops was sending me something, because I've not been interacting with my channel hardly at all, so I hadn't read any of the comments on the last video where he was telling me he wanted to send me something. Someone gave him my address, I don't know who, which is fine. Totally cool with Old Pops having my address. However, I would ask that anyone that has my address not give that to anyone else. Don't care how cool they are, how well we know them, don't do it. I would appreciate that. Like I said, totally cool old Pops having it. I'd go hang out with that guy if we lived close enough. And it's not a problem. But going forward in the future, if you have my address, don't give it to anyone else. Staring off into space. Alright, so thanks, Old Pops, I appreciate it. The next one, another surprise box. I also recognize this address, although there was no name on it other than my own. It came from Sea Smoke Pipes, or came by way of Sea Smoke Pipes, I guess, more appropriately. And when I opened it and saw the bro note, I immediately knew who it was from before I looked at the name on the bottom, because he starts it off with "Hi-Yas," which is Gary, of course, old and in the way. Who? Certainly not in the way, are you? That's a great band, by the way, Old and in the Way. Super group, you know. He says, I hope you find this little parcel of goodies to be enjoyable. thanks to Eric for forwarding it on to you for me. I appreciate that. The rest of what you said in the note. Like I said about the one from Old Pops, this one was also a complete surprise. So it contained Yuli's Blend 71, which I enjoy and don't have any of. And also apparently the little tobacco shop where I buy my Yuli's blends isn't going to be ordering this one because it's not a... I'm the only one that buys it, so... Also contained in the package was Rattray's Marlin Flake. Can you see that? Maybe not. It's lovely stuff. I've had Marlin Flake in and out of my basket on smoking pipes so many times. It's like they never get any, and when they do, it's gone immediately. And I actually thought that I was out of it. I went digging for my jar that I keep Marlin Flake in to put this in there. I found it today, and there's one lonely little flake left in that jar. The other one was a bit of a mystery to me, and I haven't smoked any of these yet. I haven't looked into it, but... So... This is Boswell's Railroad Station. I've never had this blend. I've smoked a bunch of Boswell's blends and found most of them to be enjoyable. In fact, I've been recently smoking some Northwoods in the evening. Is that the right name? Northwoods? Yes, it's Northwoods. Glad I got that out of the way. Yeah. But I've tried a bunch of their aromatics that have been sent to me. And I really enjoy Titus Blend also, which is sort of a, I guess I'd call it a sort of an aromatic English type blend. It's more, well, more English than aromatic, but there's a little touch of something there. But this one threw me off because when I opened it, I could swear this was a Dunhill blend. It smells, it has that Dunhill smell. You know, if you smoke enough of different tobaccos from different manufacturers, you get to where you can kind of, often enough, their tobacco will have a particular smell or taste to it that identifies it as being from that manufacturer. And I smoked so much Dunhill for so many years. Not recently, of course, and of course now it's Peterson, but it's the same company making the tobacco. That I immediately recognized this as being a Dunhill blend, and even the cut looks very Dunhill-like. This doesn't smell or look like any of the other blends that I've had from Boswell's. And I almost wonder if they order this as a bulk from whatever company it is that makes the Dunhill Peterson blends. I'll smoke it soon, and I'll know what it is if it is one of those, or at least I'll confirm my suspicions that it might actually be from that blender. I'm not sure which one it would be. It's not strong enough to be Nightcap. But I used to smoke a lot of Nightcap and London Blend and Standard Mixture and Durbar. And a number of others. Early Morning Pipe. That's not it though. 965. I've never smoked much of that. I've got some of it, but I've never smoked much of it. Anyway, that smells like one of those blends, so I'm curious about that. But at the moment, so thanks, Gary. Thanks for that. I appreciate it. At the moment, I'm smoking some Haunted Bookshop. And I got really into Virginia's last summer, where I quit smoking Haunted Bookshop, which is really a Virginia Burley Perique blend anyway. Can't just say it's a Burley blend. But I got really into Virginias last summer. I do that every once in a while, just about every year, but last summer it almost got out of hand. And I just didn't have any taste for a haunted bookshop. But now I do, and I didn't want to. I've got 2 of these jars in my cellar. My cellar is cardboard boxes and ammo cans. And I didn't want to get into them until I was able to order some more haunted bookshop. And I've been in the process of making an order from Smoking Pipes for like 3 months. Every time all the things in my cart are in stock, either I don't have the money to make the order, or right when I get ready to do it, Haunted Bookshop's out of stock again. So I finally got it the other night. So I opened this jar up, thinking it was maybe about 5 or 6 months old, since I like to let my Haunted Bookshop age a bit in a jar. I like to let it go for about 6 months, and it tends to take that little bit of harsh edge off. Still plenty of harshness left, but so I was surprised to see that my thinking this was 5 or 6 months old, it's actually from February of this year, which is really no surprise to me. I've been feeling as though I were living in an accelerated timeline since the summertime. As in, I mean, everything else is moving really fast, and I'm not. I'm going the same speed, but everything else is just accelerated. This may have something to do with the fact that I've been attending the circus often, just about every night. And by the circus, I mean all of the stuff I can look at that's on the other side of this phone. That's world events and geopolitics, all kinds of things. And I'm taking a break. I've taken a few breaks the last few months for a week at a time away from all of the stuff that I think I need to keep track of. The circus. I've got a front row seat right here, as long as the phone is in front of me. If the phone isn't there, I can't go to the circus. I'm just stuck with this. How terrible is that? Just this and books and talking to other people that are flesh and blood right in front of me. That's unacceptable. Is it? No. That's good. That's the way it should be. So I've got to take a break from going to the circus every night. The world doesn't need me keeping track of it. I have absolutely no effect on anything that happens except what I do. So I don't need to know everything. I've learned this lesson a number of times. Now I think I'm doing what that other guy warned me about, digressing and rambling. So I'll leave it at that. Got a lovely sunset coming in here, just golden light low in the trees. I know the phone won't pick that particular range of light up, but shift you around a little bit. Well, y'all take care. Get outside.